is just kind of a fun video, more crafty. So if you're not into that and just into my TV stuff, this is a skip. But if you're into just more crafty, hang out with me while I do something dumb that I've never tried before, then stick around. Hello and welcome back to the Miscellaneous channel where we do miscellaneous things. I'm Zeleny. I typically cover TV, pop culture, internet trends, and other miscellaneous things on this channel, so subscribe if that's your vibe. Today is a miscellaneous things kind of day. It's been a while since I've made something for my decor. So in the past I've done a couple unboxings. I unboxed this little speaker thing. I unboxed the Poochie that's back there. That can is from my Vegas haul. So lots of little things. I try to like incorporate everything I show off in the background if it makes sense. I love those kinds of videos because they are not so strenuous on the editing, not gonna lie. And it's still fun content for y'all. Some people like the nostalgic content. Today, I want to do something a little more ambitious than just an unboxing. Most of this video, it's gonna be at my table just because I just need that kind of surface. The idea is that I'm gonna be transforming this Game Boy. It's a classic original Game Boy. It has Super Mario Land in the cartridge. Ooh. This is an original Game Boy. It's quite dirty and old. I actually found it at an estate sale. It's not mine. I don't think I ever had an original Game Boy. I think the first Nintendo handheld thing I had was the Game Boy Advance, which is the horizontal one. I've had it on my desk for a while, but I was like, what if I change out the shell and bedazzle it and make it fierce? I wanted to yassify this Game Boy and make it fit my aesthetic back here. I wasn't able to find a pink case, unfortunately, like the shells for this. I have a bunch of pink shells of other Nintendo consoles because I went on a buying binge of a bunch of shells that were pink. It just happens. I just think I'm gonna get into a new hobby and I go crazy for no reason and then never do anything with it. The changing hyperfixations and hobbies is very common for me. I want to switch out the case, which is something I've never done, and I'm kind of scared of like circuit boards and shit. I did look up a tutorial how to do it, and it's pretty straightforward. It's like taking out the screws. There's one part where you have to like unlatch the circuit board thing, and that's what I'm scared of. I am not like a handy person. These nails don't really lend themselves well to it. I bought a translucent casing for it that is like a light blue. I feel like it matches like the light blues in my setup. I'm gonna try to give it pink buttons if the buttons I have are right. So there will be some pink, but because I couldn't find a pink case, I was like, what can I do to it to add some pink aside from just the buttons? And I realized I could bedazzle it. So bedazzling is not something I know how to do. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not bedazzling it like 100% covered. I'm not necessarily trying to make this functional though. It's more of a decor piece for my setup. So don't try to get at me. If I break it, I break it. I got it at an estate sale for like, I got this huge bag of like old cameras and old electronics for like $50 or something, just because I like old electronics and I want to bedazzle them. Maybe if that's my new hobby that I want to do. I'm gonna use actually this necklace I have as kind of reference for like how to space out my bedazzles, my stones. I think if I try to do like a precise like grid pattern, it's gonna be too hard because it'll look off. This thing is bedazzled in like a way that's more sparse. This is actually a Game Boy cartridge for Tetris made by Laser Kitten. I have a lot of their stuff. They made my Tamagotchi necklace that I wear. My stones are a little different and like, it's not exact like this. It is just like the only reference I have for a bedazzled thing that isn't like, because every tutorial I saw online was bedazzling like 100%, like cover the whole thing. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to give it a vibe. Oh my god, I'm taking out the cartridge. Sorry, I need to cover my face. If it functions at the end, that is a plus, but it's not the goal. Wish me luck. We're gonna go to the table, and you're not gonna see my face for most of this. So we're here in the new setup. Sorry it's not the best angle ever. I don't usually do like hand filming too much. This is the new case, which is a cool transparent blue. I also got another case, and it's this purple one. There wasn't a pink one, and I was torn between blue and purple, but I think the blue fits my aesthetic better. These are the pink buttons. It's gonna look cute, but first I need to bedazzle it. So these are, I opened the pink ones, if you can tell. Those are pink. And then I have these teeny ones that are more like just crystal colored. I'm gonna use those for like little filler. I'm gonna follow a pattern similar to this. See how there's some like big ones and small ones? I don't have pearly ones. I'm not trying to copy this at all. I'm just like the spacing. Like down here is too much space. Like I don't know what to do with that. But I'm gonna start with the edges. I'm nervous. Okay. I have a strange paranoia that I'm gonna breathe in the rhinestones. I'm gonna turn, y'all. I glued it down. This shell is really cheap. All of these little items I've gotten are really cheap. They all cost like $2 to like $7 on AliExpress. So that's why I don't feel like, you know, if I mess up this bedazzle, I have another case here already, and it's just a shell I bought for not much money. I've never in my life done this before, and it's nerve-wracking. Sorry, I'm like, this is the worst camera work I have ever had. I'll update y'all when I finish the bedazzling, because I want to listen to music and stuff as well. Maybe I'll try to do a time lapse. I think I can do that. It's actually the next day. I had a lot of trouble opening this Game Boy, the old one, but I finally got it. I was struggling because there was some hidden screws that I couldn't find. I was trying to pry it open thinking all the screws were done, but there were still some hidden screws, and that was the issue. So I was not in my smartest state of mind last night, so that's why I didn't really get it. But this morning I have more clarity, and I was able to find the hidden screws. They were under the gunk of all of the battery stuff, and that's why I was avoiding that area, because it had all that nasty stuff. But this is the inside. This strip, I need to like carefully unattach it. Okay, I got it. Oh my god, that's scary. There is some gunk on the back side mostly, where the batteries leaked out. Right about here. In that area. Ugh. It freaks me out, like battery gunk. So now the idea is that I'm gonna take, like, unscrew these circuit boards. Honestly, the screws have been the hardest part because they are really tight in there. My arms are sore today from everything I did yesterday. So I'm gonna come back when I have the circuit boards out, if I do ever. I honestly don't know if this will be functional because it looks like there's definitely some corrosion on this end. Around here, there's corrosion from that battery junk. So I don't know that this is gonna be functional, but it's all good. It's meant to be a decor piece, and I learned a lot through this. At least will look cute if it doesn't work. So that backside is kind of so messy. I'm gonna start with the front. I'm putting in yellow start and select buttons. Got my pink. That's my little arrows button, and then this, which is the A and B buttons. There. So this is the front of the circuit board. Let me take this off. Oh my god, it fits. That's crazy. This guy, I was putting it off because it's so gunky. This is the on switch, so that'll come into play on this side. Oh god, it's taking some battery shit with it. Okay. Almost there. Alright. I'm concerned about this thing. It's hard to see, but there's corrosion on one of the battery portals or whatever. I'm just trying to clean it, but it looks like I can't do much about it. I think I'm just gonna leave as is and put it in. This was not my Game Boy. I got it like a year ago. Don't blame me for its state. Alright. Up here is where I would put this switch. It's in there. It's really hard to show y'all everything. I'm scared of circuit boards. They're both in there now. And at the end, I just have to connect this here. Oh, I think I also need to put on this. I have a blue one to match. Okay, I think all the pieces are in place now. I'm gonna screw this up and then seal it and show y'all the final product to do a good final reveal. Hello, so as I said, it's a whole new day and I managed to get this Game Boy done. It took hours. There were some tears that were shed out of frustration. My thumbs are red. Well, okay, my middle fingers are red because I put pink eyeshadow on with them. But my thumbs, you can see they're kind of red. That is from struggling with screwing all of these little screws on the circuit board. They were really tight and I had to screw them back on really tight, and even then the shell isn't quite tight enough, but we have at least a product. I am a little scared to try to turn it on because there was a ton of corrosion, especially on one of the battery terminals. So I showed y'all some of the process, but now is the big reveal. Behold my yassified Game Boy. So it's a translucent blue case with rhinestones that I glued on myself, subtle bedazzling on the back because I didn't want any stones where your hands go, really, like here. Isn't she gorgeous? Fits perfectly into the miscellaneous backdrop colors. It definitely needs to be screwed tighter. Like, let me see if I can show you. See how like I can push it together a tiny bit more, and I can't manage to screw it any tighter. Like, my thumbs are gonna burst. Let's put in our little game. I'm not gonna turn it on, like I said. I don't want to put batteries in. I'm scared. I just got bathed in battery corrosion. Ooh, it's so cool because it is transparent. I love the translucent technology trend. I think a lot of people are into it nowadays. That is the Game Boy. It was in pretty poor shape on the inside, and it still is, sadly, but at least on the outside it is clean, it is shiny, and it is yassified. At least I learned a lot from the process. I think I had some dumb moments that I regret, but it was a learning process. This was my first time ever messing with electronics and taking them apart. It's not really something I love to do or anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different, but always fun to do a little nostalgia stuff. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed. I put out new videos twice a week about TV, pop culture, internet trends, and other miscellaneous things. And you can follow me at miscellaneous on Instagram or Twitter to find out about new videos, or just turn on the bell notification here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!